Welcome back, gamers. The doctor's in. There's a lot of really exciting 3DS titles coming out this year for 2014. I made a list of some of the ones I'm really looking forward to. Let's go take a look. Shovel Knight. Earning over $300,000 on Kickstarter, Shovel Knight is a must-own throwback retro game. And it's the first from Yacht Club Entertainment, which is led by Sean Vasco, formerly of WayForward Technologies. So you know it's going to shine. Now, Shovel Knight is a 2D side-scrolling platform game. It features an 8-bit graphic style and it has a classic NES look. But keeping up with that is a similar paint scheme of all the colors that were available on the classic NES. Vasco stated that his game draws heavily from NES games, specifically Castlevania 3, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Mega Man titles. You control a shovel-wielding hero as you set out on your quest. Your shovel plays a heavy influence in this game, and it's used to attack enemies, destroy barriers, and dig up treasure. Even borrowing from aspects of DuckTales, you can take your shovel and use it as a pogo stick, bounce off obstacles or the heads of enemies. Music design is solid, and it comes from Manami Matsume, the original composer of a little-known game called Mega Man. Look for Shovel Knight in Q2 of 2014. This is definitely going to be a day one purchase for me. Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. This is a highly anticipated release from Atlus Studios. Persona Q sounds more like a fan-created crossover. A slight spin off the Persona series, Shadow of the Labyrinth will feature both casts from Persona 3 and Persona 4, in addition to 2 new characters. This RPG borrows from some of Atlus' best IP, and will bring decision-making elements of Persona to dungeon crawling feeling of Etrian Odyssey series. Look for Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth hit stores later in Q3 of this year. Treasure-Knots. Treasure-Knots is an action platformer with a retro game feel. With rumors of multiplayer co-op, I'm looking forward to this title. Play as the world famous Treasure-Knots and collecting $1 million worth of treasure. Pay your way back to civilization. I'm looking forward to this fun platformer with some great puzzles, music, and ninjas. Azure Strike Gunvolt. Now this is a side-scrolling action game by the Mega Man creator Keiji Ifune. With the Mighty No. 9 release still on the horizon, Gunvolt is a highly anticipated release. And it's much more than filler and holdover. Looking at the game trailer, you can see there's a lot of Mega Man influence. You get the familiar feeling like the graphics, dashing, double jump, the same high-tech future design. However, there's a lot more in this game than that. I'll be sure to pick up a copy, and so should you. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. This is the third side-scrolling platformer from WayForward in the franchise. Many people missed out on their chance to play Shantae for the Game Boy, an overlooked game that's pretty rare now and has a price tag to match. Pirate's Curse brings back all the beloved belly-dancing, hair-whipping action from before. Now you must team up with your arch-nemesis Risky Boots in order to save her land from a curse. Pirate's Curse also takes a cue from Metroid, with plenty of hidden areas and pathways to discover. Be sure to grab your copy of Shantae this year, or you'll be faced with a Pirate's Curse. Moon Chronicles. Moon Chronicles is a remake of a hit DS classic Moon. It was a genre-changing FPS when it launched. I really look forward to playing Moon Chronicles. This is a slower-paced, creepy, isolated shooter. The tension will remain high as you make your way through tight, dark hallways, clearing the map room by room. Moon takes inspiration from classics like Doom and Wolfenstein. The music is really great, and it'll add a sense of being alone. If well executed, I could easily see Moon Chronicles making it into the top 3DS games of the year. Professor Layton vs. Ace Attorney. Let me say it again for you. Professor Layton vs. Ace Attorney. That's simply amazing. This could be one of the best mashups since Peanut Butter and Jelly. This game is designed to feature two very different playstyles of their respective title. First, it's the adventure segment. You set out, explore the vast, expansive Labyrinth City, solve a wealth of puzzles in the classic Professor Layton style. Now, you use what you've learned to help you in the courtroom, shifting the gameplay mechanic to more of that Ace Attorney feel. Examining evidence, talking to witnesses, all trying to uncover the truth. Professor Layton vs. Ace Attorney drops later this year. Theatrhythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call. Okay, stop. Pause the video. It's okay. If you want to get the collector's edition of this game, you have to pre-order it right now. There's a limited run, only 5,000 copies, and they're going to sell out fast. That being said, Curtain Call is the sequel to the popular Theatrhythm Final Fantasy game. Now, this isn't your regular Final Fantasy RPG in a sense, but something a little different. It falls into more of a Theatrhythm action gameplay, in which players use the stylus to tap and hold notes while fighting enemies. In addition to over 200 songs, not counting the DLC and more than 60 characters, Theatrhythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call includes a versus mode, along with the return of Quest Medley mode, where players take on various quests to add new Final Fantasy allies to their group. Players are rewarded for defeating bosses and collecting maps, and you can share with others through Street Pass. Crank up the volume and get tapping. Final Fantasy Curtain Call comes out this September. Sea Wars. Sea Wars started off as a project on Kickstarter, raising almost $100,000 by the end of the campaign. Sea Wars is a 16-bit style tower defense game. Battle your way through zombies, major corporations, and many others who try to take your base. Sea Wars originally was a PC indie game with a small goal of $32,000, but when the stretch goal of $65,000 was hit, it unlocked ports for the 3DS and Vita. Now with plans to port also to the Wii U, Sea Wars has a tile-based tower defense mechanic kind of similar to Plants vs. Zombies, but goes further than that. You can also use micro actions to actively control combat fighters and attack enemies in game. There's going to be a lot of action to control in this real-time strategy game. Fun power-ups and items such as mines, lasers, mechs, paratroopers, with a big success on Kickstarter to truly show indie developers are listening to what fans want and give them that. An open alpha of the game is available on the website now for everyone to play. Check it out. Siesta Fiesta. Let's take the classic like Breakout and Arkanoid and turn it on its head. Then you get something new but familiar. Siesta Fiesta is just that. A side-scrolling tile and block-breaking game, heavily influenced from classic platformers, arcade pinball, and physics puzzles. When I look at Siesta Fiesta, it just makes me smile. Something you can pick up and play for a short while and enjoy for what it is. A bright, fast-paced game playing through 8 maps. Look for Siesta Fiesta in the eShop early this year. Disney Magical World. This is Disney mixed with Animal Crossing. Meet and interact with over 60 favorite Disney characters while exploring the worlds of Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, Aladdin, Winnie the Pooh. You can manage your own cafe filled with Disney magic and set off on ghost hunting quests. Your life becomes the adventure. The use of customization is high, and making your avatar is a big part of the game. Make sure you have that Street Pass turned on so you can show others how you've customized your avatar. Disney Magical World is targeted for kids or just a kid at heart. Along with Disney Magical World, here are 4 more games that just came out. Bravely Default, perhaps one of the best JRPGs I've played in a long time. Kirby Triple Deluxe truly feels like the old school NES Kirby and has good use of the 3D. Mario Golf World, the fun new Mario game for the 3DS. Yoshi's New Island, the art style is really awesome. Be sure to check out all 4 games. Thank you so much for watching my list. Now I want to hear from you. What are some games that you're looking forward to now, or games that I don't know that are coming out? As always, I'm Dr. Nintendo. Thanks for watching.